Hey, this is John, your host on Mgtow is Freedom. That's Mgtow, men going their own way. It's nice to see and it's nice to hear that Mgtow is continuing to grow. Continuing to grow. It's popping up a little more in some mainstream stuff, and it's popping up a lot more in YouTube land. There's a lot of great producers out there that are putting material out. There's even other people, other Mgtow channels who have decided to step into the realm of addressing Mgtow. And that means addressing what's going on with human relationships. There's a lot of guys I've seen, by a lot I mean a handful, who have said, I've had it with this shit, right? And now they're vocalizing it. Now as just regular men, that have done something with YouTube, right? You've learned that we have a voice. We've learned to present ourselves. We're probably already good at speaking and can articulate well, and that made the channels popular. But then something happens in our life, and we go, you know what? I fucking had it, right? And you come out and you say something, Mgtow, and then off to the races we go. Anyway, so I'm glad to see that going on. I want to thank you guys for the awesome donations. I'm on my working vacation out here just after sunrise today, and I thought I'd share with you some of the things that I've seen. I'm at a kind of a destination place, and I love it when I finally get to, after all these years, take a working vacation, do some training, but at a nice location, right? And it's a quick, just a couple hours to zip back home, but for now I'm here. Anyways, what I've seen is a lot of mothers and daughters. And as you know, I said my son who graduated, who's going off to college here coming up, he and I are doing dinners together. We're going to lunch. We're going out when we get a chance. And we're noticing mothers and daughters. And yesterday I said, look at that. I said, there is a really nice looking girl. He's like, yeah, Dad. Right? And I go, look at her mother. And he goes, oh. Oh. So I go, what do you think's going to happen? He says, well, she's probably going to turn into her. She's going to look like her. I said, how many years? He goes, I don't know, 10, 20. I said, yeah, it's hard to tell, huh? But odds are. Right? And I said, look at the way she walks. Look at the mother, look at the daughter. They walk the same. The only difference is one is skinny and one isn't. So, that's the physical side. That's looking at just the physical. And I said, but what do you think is more important, right? The physical? Or what's between their ears? And I just left it at that. But I figured I'd come here on this channel, right, and talk to you guys about really what's there between the ears. Everything is between the ears. Women attract us with the physical. Right? I've been paying really close attention to this idea that, oh no, people go, oh, but she's got a great personality. Really? Right? There's actually a physical reaction that occurs with certain types of personality. The tone of the voice. That's not her personality. It's reverberating in your head. Right? It's a trick. It's a trick. Everything a woman does to attract is a trick. Right? And it's not the personality. Anyway, so back to mothers and daughters. There's people starting to run around here at the hotel, like joggers. Don't know what it is. They love to get up and jog in the morning, I guess, and then they go off to whatever their thing is. So mothers and daughters. We've got a serious problem as far as the world is concerned with mothers and daughters. Daughters spend a ton of time around their mothers from age, 1 to 10? And then from 10 onwards, it's their mother and their friends. Right? So who is reproducing? Who's making the most babies out there? I.e., who's making the most women who are now the biggest problem in our lives? That would be loud women, extroverted women. They're out there letting other men know what a great catch they are. Right? They've got their stuff together. They've got their act together. Right? They know how to take care of business. Instead of they're the loudest, kind of like that bird here, right? They're screeching the loudest song and trying to get the most attention. And they are. And then they're having the most daughters. And then those daughters are learning from them. The daughters are learning from the moms. This is how you behave. This is how you act to daddy, right? Now, I know that there are introverted, quiet women, right? Submissive women out there that breed, right? But who's doing the most? Right? Who seems to have the most children these days for the last 20 or 30 years? Well, married women get married and have 1 or 2 kids. I don't know what's the number here in the United States of America, 1.5, 1.5 kids. But single mothers, they seem to be having 2, 3, 4 kids. And how and why is that happening? Well, you see, my take on it is that single mothers, right, they've gotten knocked up and have 1 or 2 kids with the first guy. And then they try and spend the next 10 to 20 years to trap another man, to get another man. And they've got to do that. Like these birds, they've got to sing a great song. Oh yeah, beautiful song, bird. They've got to sing a beautiful song. Sing this song and get another guy in bed and get knocked up. Trap the guy. So that's why they get to 3 kids or 4 kids, because they screwed up once and they keep trying the same trick, singing their song, getting knocked up, having more. But the first couple of kids, right, they watch this, mothers and daughters. Right? So 30 years ago, when all this crap started, this, I don't know if we want to call them second wave or first wave of children after divorce, or before parents even got married, right? They watched their mothers. They're single mothers. So not only do they look like them physically, but they got an added boost in psychology to this mentality of, I don't need a man, but I need a man. And this is how they get it, right? They heard their mom screeching and being loud, and they've become more loud. Women, that is. So that the lessons that my son and I have been observing, right, they're very good. They're very instructive. Look at that woman. She's just like her mother she's with here on vacation, in vacation land. And it's not just physical, but it indicates, it indicates a pattern. And a pattern is not going to get better. I don't think the lessons could be any more clear, except that we're told as men that we need to get married. We're told as men that you want a woman who's assertive and smart. And that's played right into the hands of these feminists, right, who physically put it all out there. And I've seen some stuff over by the pool that you don't want to see out there. But they're told that, hey, throw it out there, some guy's going to want it. And some guy does. Right? He's settling for that. And the other part is, yeah, they are throwing it out there verbally. They're putting their personalities out there. They're being told, and we're all being told, that we have to accept these loud, annoying women. Right? And that they're supposed to have opinions. And that we're supposed to give a shit. That's where they're going with this. And these daughters are ending up just like their mothers. Probably even more loud, probably even more aggressive. And we're seeing evidence that, yeah, they're also going to have just as many kids because they're going to make the same screw-ups. Right? I'm still seeing young women, right, starting anywhere in their teens, but having kids all the way through to their 30s. With guy after guy after guy. And the daughters are continuing to learn with them today. So these women who learned from their mom 20, 30 years ago are having daughters that are learning today. And they're, I'm expecting, going to be even more loud, even more aggressive, even more in your face, and even more willing to get knocked up by a guy to try and trap him. So as Mgtow, what can you do, right? What you can do is accept that there's a problem. Recognize that you're responsible for yourself. Recognize that you're not responsible for them. You're not responsible even to society and its norms, and it's telling you you have to have a woman, you have to get married. Mgtow is out here saying, just as a way of thinking, it's not, you want to call it a philosophy, but it's just a concept that allows you to say, hey, hold on, I don't have to do that. I don't have to buy into this. And I can look at that woman and go, you know, I can see where she's going to look like in 20 years or in 10 years, and I don't want that. You can see how she's acting and say, I don't want that. And we can reject them completely, utterly, and totally. Because it's our life. Right? My life is not my mother's. My life is not society's. My life is my life. And what's left of it, I'm going to enjoy. By golly. Right? And this idea of, well, you know, women, they're an awfully sticky honey trap. It doesn't look like honey to me anymore. It looks like tar. You get that shit all over you. Anyways, I want you guys to have a great day. I'm going to head off to some training and get some work done. And then I'm going to try and hang out with my son and avoid all these tar babies out here. Because, you know, they're cactuses, they're tar babies, they're a giant headache. And, you know, in the world of vacation destination zones, women really try selling it. And it is funny to watch them try selling it. They're here with a guy, most of them, or another girl, and they're still trying to sell it. They're still trying to convince everyone else that they're a good catch. Cracks me the heck up. Cracks me up to see him out here trying that hard, right? Anyways, good stuff. Mgtow is freedom. I have the penis. Right? I'm not gonna buy any of this. I'm just gonna enjoy life, right? So, oh, and thank you for the great donations on PayPal and Patreon. You guys have really, really been good to me on that, right? Scotch and stogies and designer coffee, but this right here is a hotel coffee. Leaves a bit to be desired. Anyways, but the scotch and the stogies, rockin'. I love that. I wish I could meet you guys, sit down, just rap, but this is a good way to do that. So I'm really glad we have the forum. YouTube is sending me some more letters letting me know that they don't appreciate my language. They don't appreciate the content. I'm sure they appreciate all of the, what are we going to call it? I'm sure they appreciate all of the ad revenue they get because of all of Mgtow and that it's growing, but I don't think they appreciate the fact that, you know, we're doing something that is, I don't want to say antisocial, but rather bucking the system. All right, guys, you be cool. Semper Fi. Remember, you just wake up, say, I have the penis, and you get it done for you, right? It's all about you, not them anymore. You guys be cool. I'll talk to you later.